here that I just met. Go back. It's 3 a.m. We ain't done yet. Trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high to raise. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two teams that want to win the war at the line of scrimmage, as both come in ranked top 10 in rush yards. It's the Chargers going up against the Raiders. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup, let's bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. They're not co-tenants yet, far from it, as the Raiders and Chargers are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him. Take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Surveying the field. Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Chargers are going to have a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Derek Morgan came into the league as your traditional hand-in-the-ground defensive end. He's made the transition to outside linebacker, and he's done it quite well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
Plenary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
And Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Play clock winding down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Carr now on first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Down.
Watch left. Stop right there. Hey, pull down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And he has Carew. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now.
Into the end zone, Oakland Raiders touchdown.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And he puts it through. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Allen, he's got him on the slant. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first down, looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Halfback sent in motion. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Throwing his car on third down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And tough starting field position here. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
Time to step aside. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always some...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Raiders. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Pass incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
We got 4. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Here we go. Hey, baby, alert. Alert.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Completes it over the middle to Floyd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
We ready?
Carr to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Cat King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Anderson. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they'll run it here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. A host of Raiders in on the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot! Over!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got Lockett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Timmy Jernigan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. That's taken it around the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. There, the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
3 yards to go here on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, it's Allen. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the midfield stripe, and now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing now is Carr, and this one is incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Hey. We ready? Baby, alert! Zebra! All right, here we go, zebra! Zebra, baby, alert! All right, here we go, rally!
And the back goes into motion. Carr will try it again on second down. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's third down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing his Carr on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for San Diego, first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Calvin Pryor, is there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
3-19! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. It got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's got Floyd out left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
We ready? Hey, we got 4. Go on, baby. Alert. Alert. Back. Zebra. Zebra. Check the guard.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They come out here in the eye. On 1st down, Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. It's brought in by Floyd. A nice gain of 21 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is right there. It's good, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr going to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Dancing to his left. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And his kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now they'll run. Murray. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
We ready? Red 18. Red.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Back to the next belly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Back to the next belly. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. And quickly, they get to the line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter
I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a